I'm just going to start this video out of shot because I need to go and pick this box up and it's behind the camera. You might be able to see a pug. Oh no, no you can't. There is a pug scratching about just down there. I wanted to show you this that I've got to make. Excuse me being covered in paint as well. Been up to all sorts today. Look, I wanted to show you this that the other half of Beer Candles got me for my birthday and I've still not had a chance to do it yet. Actually, it wasn't for my birthday, it was for Christmas. And we all know when Christmas is. Jesus' birthday, 25th of December. We're both terrible at remembering to buy each other presents and then remembering to give each other the presents once we've bought them. It's a regular occurrence between me and Laura. Laura's the other half of Beer Candles, by the way, not my other half. She would be disgusted at the mere thought of that. I mean, I'd be flattered if I was her. Look at this. So what have we got in here? A gigantic bucket with everything in. So it's telling me fold up the lid, skirt all the way around and lift off. Lift the skirt up. How cool is this? So we get, oh, that's just proof that you bought it. Get off. Get off. This bucket's going to end up with pugs in it as well. I am pretty certain of the fact. And then we've got a nice box of instructions. So I'm partly putting this video out because I'd like a little bit of advice as well. I haven't really got a clue what I'm doing. Obviously I'm capable of reading instructions, as I'm not a man. I'm only joking. And as per the last video, a few people think that I am a man. I'm not a man. I'm not transgender. I'm just a lesbian. I did have some comments on the last video asking me if it was time to go carpet munching. So it's not, but it is time to go beer brewing. Get off. So yeah, I want a bit of advice really. This here, I don't know whether any of you have used it before, Young's Brew Kit. It's called Brew Buddy 40 pint beer kit. It tells you the colour that it comes out to, 27 to 33 EBC. Not a clue what that means. Bitterness of 45 to 55. I think that suggests it's not going to be super bitter, but I don't know. 10,040 to 10,043 degrees, OG, whatever that means, extract solids, a load of shit in there I don't understand. But I'm so excited to give this a go. Beginner's instructions. So, gee whiz, you have to use a hydrometer and all sorts. But yeah. Basically, I just want a little bit of advice. I want to know the best way of kind of doing this and what what your experiences of it in the past. I know I put a post out on Instagram ages and ages ago asking for advice, and some people who have brewed their own beer gave me some really helpful pointers. I've got those saved. It was things like making sure that they're stored correctly once it's brewed, because otherwise you will have explosions. You may well have explosions anyway. Obviously making sure that everything's lovely and clean. Nice little pipe there, clear tube, thermometer. It's a proper setup this, isn't it? Laura's done me a right solid with this as a Christmas present. I'm buzzing. Look at this big giant tin. You know what this is going to be turned into after? A candle. So yeah, there's all sorts of bits and pieces in there. I'm well excited to get started. I believe that'll be a packet of yeast. I think the only other thing I need to get started with this is some bottles. And obviously some sugar, I think, to get it started and get it underway. If any of you have any experience of using these homebrew kits, I'd love to know how you found it. I'd love to know what hints and tips you could give to somebody who's starting as a complete novice. We have mentioned loads and loads of times about trying to brew our own beer. We have even had talks with breweries in the past about potentially maybe, you know, just doing the aftermarket one where you stick your own logo and label on it. We would quite like to do that sort of thing as well, but brewing our own would be pretty cool. The idea is that I get this done and sorted in time for it to be drinkable come Christmas, so we can have a big BC knees up. We haven't had a Beer Candles staff meeting for a while. We try and have them quarterly. By staff meeting, we do mean just go to the bloody pub and get steaming, which is happy days for us. It has involved all kinds of gymnastics in the past before as well. There is a video out there, I'll post it as a short at some point in the future, of me doing a clever trick, flinging Laura from my waist to over my head, and it was quite entertaining because we were both dressed as like Day of the Dead skeletons at the time, so I'll try and find that. But yeah, there is also some proof on that video that I did used to have long hair as well, because that appeared to be something that was being contested in the in the comments earlier, and how my hair had gone from looking like it did to looking like this now. But anyway, enough about me. I am dead excited to take my thermometer and stick it in a barrel of beer and see what happens. But yeah, all hints and tips would be very much welcome. Obviously sterilisation's a big one. Am I best off buying some brand new bottles that I can cap myself? Can I reuse old bottles, because I've got loads of bottles here? Can I add any flavourings to it, or is it best to just brew it straight off and see what happens? Let me know. I am currently sat here with both pugs again. It's normally Ziggy that features in the videos, but this time this one is stood going out the window, because we've bought one pug that's the noisiest little creature in the land, and one that can't make a noise other than to go. See, the other one's coming now. Here she is. I'll put you back down there. Wait there 1 second. I'll grab her, because she has to feature in every video, don't you? Home slice. There she is. Look at them paws. Look at that belly. She's a good girl. Ain't she, Teddy Pud? So this is Ziggy. That's Freddie. Trying to scare the neighbours. You can also imagine how difficult brewing beer is going to be with these two little buggers on the prowl. Everything's difficult with these two on the prowl. I was trying to have some toast this morning, and they both launched themselves at me, and they both then ended up covered in toast crumbs and butter, and it did mean that they got to sneak a bit of toast off me as well. So Zig, that's not your best angle, love. You look disabled. But yeah, anyone thinking of getting a dog as well, by the way, don't get a pug. It's like having all the irritations of a cat and a dog in one little tiny creature. I'm only joking, they're the best thing in the world. But yeah, back to the matter in hand. Young's Brew Buddy 40 pint beer kit. Has anyone done one in the past? Any experiences? Let me know. It looks like a sick little setup. I'm buzzing that they give you the bucket as well. I do remember my dad making wine when I was a kid, and it involved cleaning the bath out and then brewing the wine in the bath. I don't know whether he was just doing it because that's the quantity that he likes to drink wine in, or whether that was actually the 90s recommended way of brewing your own wine at home. I mean, in his defence, he's a biomedical scientist, so it was probably safe, but who knows? Plenty of things weren't safe in the Craggs family when I was a kid, put it that way. And brewing wine in the bath is not even the beginning of the madness. But yeah, I'm going to get cracking with this hopefully over the rest of today, see if I can get started with some of it. I think I'm going to have to go out and buy some sugar, because we haven't got any sugar in the house. And I'm going to see what I can get up to now. I've got a couple of hours before we're heading home for my mum's birthday. So yeah, happy days. Let me know. I would really appreciate it. Drop me a comment, that sort of thing. Been getting a few more likes and a few more watches on some of these videos as well. So welcome along for the entire beer candles journey. We're glad to have you, and I'm really appreciative of the views and stuff. The content going forward is going to be predominantly beer, sometimes a little bit about the candles. I've recorded a little bit of stuff today, but it's going to be like this, talking about brewing this beer. We're going to do a few little reviews of places that we go and drink beer as well, because that's something that me and Laura get up to quite a lot in our spare time. We'll probably continue a little bit with the rugby chat as well. Laura's quite big into her football, particularly the women's football, so we might start doing a few reviews and like watch-alongs and that sort of thing with regards to those as well. But we're wanting to not make the content too diverse, but not make it too niche either. It's not super exciting just watching somebody make a candle all day long. We did it right at the start, watched loads of videos of people making candles, and it's pretty dry content. You can imagine it's just pouring one clear liquid into a vessel over and over again. So we think that it's best if we keep to a bit of content like this to keep things interesting. But yeah, we'll see how we get on with brewing this beer, Brew Buddy, and it's Friday afternoon now, so happy days. Let's brew some beer, let's have some beers. It's Saturday, let's watch the rugby. Off we go.